there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to something a little bit new and a little bit different. Today is Make It a Mini Monday. MK and I are starting a series where we do mini spreads on Mondays. And that can be anything smaller than 8.5 by 11. Or, anything smaller than 12 by 12. I am actually going to be doing an 8.5 by 11. I have an album that has been sitting here waiting to have a little bit of attention given to it. It's a trip out to Santa Cruz Island, which is off the coast of California. And my uncle lives out there, and this trip is a homeschool trip out there for some studies that we did that were pertinent to the island. So anyway, the photos that I have here are the pre-trip down to the Santa Barbara area, and we are at one of the local museums, and my son is got his head inside of a display. He's not really underwater, but it does look like he is underwater. So I am just doing an 8.5 by 11 for this page, and then actually next week I'll be doing another 8.5 by 11 for the photo that you see right up at the top of the screen. So I've got two 8.5 by 11s. My album is not an 8.5 by 11. It is a pocket page album, but I do love mixing sizes in my albums. So it's got mostly pocket pages, a couple of 12 by 12s in there, and a few 8.5 by 11s. And these were the next two pages that needed to be done. So you're going to be seeing some different size layouts for me, or different types of layouts for me on Mondays for a while now. And there are some people that are probably playing along. We haven't really put the word out there in a big way, but we did tell a few people. So we'll see who plays along with us. And if we've got any links, I will share them down below. Anyway, I am using up some of the pieces of film strip there from 49 and Market. Those came in my monthly embellishment box from Some Assemblage Required. That is MK's shop. And then same with those postage stamps. I'm going to go ahead and add those to the layout. I'm also pulling in that dictionary looking text paper. I'm just ripping a couple of pieces off there just to add some texture and some text. And I really like how that's looking. I also liked the ripped edge of the kind of grayish paper that is underneath my photo. And that paper was already torn. It was left over in this kit that I have assembled for this particular trip. Now, this trip happened many, many years ago. As you can probably tell if you follow my channel, that is my son. He's very, very young in the photos, considering he is just about 25 now. And I just have had it sitting here in front of me literally for a long time, and it needs some attention. So I'm really glad to be getting back to it. There are several layouts in it that are already done, but like I said, I've got a lot more to do, and so we'll see what I can get done during this Make It a Mini Monday. So I had that silver pinked circle there as well in this kit already. I think that was actually die cut from a Tim Holtz Sizzix die. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep layering things up. I did pull out this Teresa Collins sticker sheet that has some silver foiled edges around the labels, and I thought I'd bring that piece in down by the film strip here just to bring the silver in further down the page, since I'm using that silver pinked circle. The paper is a really old paper. It's from One Canoe 2, which they're not around anymore, so you probably can't get that. I am going to add some texture by adding this fiber. This was also in the February release of Some Assemblage Required, and it's just some of MK's favorite textures, and so I thought I'd go ahead and use some of this. I really like it, and it kind of makes me think of kelp, and there's a bunch of kelp around in that photo there, and so I thought that would work out perfectly. I do end up having to go back and pop my son's photo and that banner piece up onto some foam, because this stuff is textured. It's not super thick, but it is thick enough that it kind of bends the photo up a little bit, and same with the top of the banner. And as you can see there, I kind of stretched it so it doesn't look like, or so it looks like it goes further across the page than it really does. And so that makes kind of like a divot in the center of the banner piece there, so I want to make sure I give it a little extra support and make it look like it is all one piece and not bending my papers. So I'm liking how that's looking, and that means I also have to put this foiled piece up onto some foam because, well, otherwise it would be falling off of that banner piece. So just to give it some extra support because it is layered up over the banner piece. And I'm liking how that's looking. I'm just going to set my acrylic block on it just to keep everything nice and flat while I work on my photograph and getting it popped up on some foam. The foam that I'm using, it's just the cheap stuff from Walmart. It's fun foam. It's adhesive on one side, and then the other side is just not adhesive, and I just use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere it to the layout. This layout really came together quickly. I'm going to add a couple of more of those postage stamps down to the side of my photograph. I really like how that's looking. Kind of got a diagonal design going on here. And again, using my acrylic block to just kind of hold my photograph in place while everything sets up with that glue. And then I'm just going to use my scissors to trim off the edge of the fiber and add a little Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray in sterling, which is silver, to kind of just pick up on those silver accents that I already pulled in. That is it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out what MK's got for you over on her channel. Her link is down below. I really appreciate spending time with you guys today, and I will be back again real soon with another video. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.